Hello everyone, my name is Nymphina, and this is technically a future past video, if that makes sense. I recorded the footage like a month ago and I didn't edit it until now, and obviously you're now seeing it, so I hope you guys enjoy this. It is a speed build of me decorating the hidden beach area of my island, and I hope you guys enjoy, and feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. So with the first part of terraforming that I always do is I always start by trying to outline vaguely where I want some of the land to go. So with this one, I started outlining where I wanted stuff to be. I started kind of sticking just bits of patterns on the ground to see what that would do. With this one, I wanted there to be a really nice water feature as the focal point. So the first portion of this is me figuring out where I want the bridge to go, how I want the bridge to be, how far away from my secret beach, how big I want the actual bridge to be. And then I decided to get sidetracked and started decorating around the area that's a little bit below where I did my nice hidden rock garden, and I decided to keep it in because I wanted you guys to have an idea of how I use these water custom designs to create a really nice and organic feeling area, and it also gave me an idea of where else I'm going to potentially put the terraformed cliffs in the future. I feel my method of terraforming is quite chaotic because I kind of go from bit to bit to bit to bit to bit. I don't ever finish anything until right at the very end, when then everything coalesces into the lovely finished present. One thing I do want to also mention is, with deciding to do a swamp-themed island, waterscaping is something that I really struggle with, and I feel that doing an island with this sort of theme, with the swampiness and needing the water and stuff, it gives me a really good opportunity of choosing how I want a lot of waterscaping to go, and I've kind of realised that it doesn't matter. For me right now with this build, it being all really weird and kind of this and that and everything, I'm having a lot of fun with. Also, the frustration of putting things where you don't actually want them to be, like all of these bushes and crops that I eventually move at some point. It's very frustrating, but I mean, that happens with a lot of stuff. I've got trees everywhere that I need to move soon. Also, the way that I'm doing this build, I want there to be almost like the water's carved through some of the mountainous regions that I'm going to put on my island, which is why I'm kind of putting it initially like this, so it's like this is a bit of a drop down area, and then there's going to be bits where it's like carved into, and I'm excited to show you what I'm continuing to do. Now, with the secret beach, it's obviously not that secret because there is a bit of a focal point for it, but it is going to be within my neighborhood area. So the way that I'm carving into it, I think works really well, and is going to really nicely, organically feed into where my hidden beach is. Also, I really like the idea of this hidden beach being another way of there being deliveries dropped off at the island. I know a lot of people like doing that, but with Reed's ship that comes and stops here, obviously, I like the idea of it being like a little bit of a pickup station, maybe a little trading area, which is why I really like these stalls being here, and they have little bits and pieces that kind of work with the natural swampy corners, and I think it looks really good. And once I actually start putting things on the beach, it kind of starts tying it all together, which makes me really happy. Also, this firefly custom design is just chef's kiss. It's so beautiful. Much like with every terraforming video, I didn't like where something was, so then I decided to move it. And you can see I just keep moving and moving and changing, and that's just kind of how I work with terraforming. Nothing is like perfect the first time, but you gotta have fun with it. Also, the mushrooms, mushroom forest, secret beach just makes me so happy. I really like the idea of it being like this nice little mushroom area. It kind of adds to like the fairiness and the swampiness, and I think it's just really, really lovely. I really hope I can potentially add a little bit more of fairiness into the swamp corners. I think it will make it look like really lovely and kind of more me, more Nymphina. But I do like the texture of depth and height that it plays with, so we don't just have the trees doing the vertical height for the texture, we have the mushrooms as well that you can put things on, so it kind of, it's just so tasty. It's so tasty, the mushrooms. I mean, mushrooms are in real life anyway, but texture-wise, they're so tasty. I do also like the level of light that's in this build. When it comes to the light in my builds, I'm trying not to go too bright with it because I feel like too bright goes into a different theme. And when I save my island for the dream address, I want it to be at a nighttime where it's all raining like it currently is in the speed build. But I really like the level of light. I think it adds a lot to the swampiness. Even though it's gloomy, it's not really gloomy in a negative term. It's like positively gloomy. Also guys, let me know if you do like this kind of voiceover thing where it's my voice and my face where you can see me, or if you prefer a different kind of voiceover thing, or if you prefer more of like a Froggy Crossing version of terraforming where she puts clips in and talks over them as well, but it's not sped up. Let me know. I'd appreciate it. And I know some of you might be mentioning this custom design's a little bit too dark potentially to be paired with the mushrooms, but I think the contrast of the colours really works for this build because it kind of, in a way, makes me think that the mushrooms are blooming from the swamp. They're adding that life, that texture, that yumminess to the build. Now, I'll pull out of your hair for a bit and you guys can just enjoy me decorating, because the next part is me just putting down things, putting the trees around the area, and then we'll hopefully be done. If I have anything else to say, I will pop in. dramatic change in lighting because time traveling is a thing and I decided to set it back a few hours. I apologize for that, but here's me putting the trees using the tree glitch. I really love this glitch. I think it adds, once again, I'm using my keyword of the day, I think it adds a lot of texture to builds and really kind of, it just adds tastiness, adds nomminess to the build. So like always when it comes to these builds, I am so absolutely just in awe of what I've managed to create while I was editing this, because obviously this is like a past future video and all I can do is apologize for that because I've been busy with life. I'm really happy with what I created while I was editing and watching this come to life through the process of it. I just couldn't help but smile. I was so happy with the way that the trees are incorporated with the mushrooms. I love the greens of the mushrooms. I love this theme so much because I love the use of green that's in it, and green is just my absolute favorite color in the world. I mean, pink is a close second, but green is my absolute favorite in the world, and I love just the neons and the brights and the darks and the dulls, and I think all the greens together work really, really well. I feel like as well with this build, it's almost like you've been taken to another world almost. It is a hidden beach but also got its own little area, and like I said, I want it to almost be encompassed by this neighborhood area, and you can come here as like a nice little safe haven. It's a magical place, it's a lovely place, it's wonderful, it's whimsical, and I really feel like I've captured that with, like I said, the use of the lighting, the use of the tiered texture that I've used, and the mushrooms I think really tie this build together. I think this little bit here where the ship comes and drops off the products and you can come and you can shop and you can trade, and it's where Tom Nook would get his things and maybe some of more of the exotic things for the museums come. I think it's really lovely. I feel like it's got a lot of character to it. I feel like it's more than just a hidden beach. I feel like it's like a wishing area, a whimsical area, like I said, and I just really love how it all ties together. It all just feels really nice and yummy and tasty, and with it being situated at night, I just really love that. I really love it being placed at night. I think nighttime and when it's raining is going to be absolutely perfect for when I save this dream address, and I can't wait to finish it. I'm actually going to try and finish this island, guys. I'm not just going to leave it and throw it to the side and flatten it like I did last time. I'm actually wanting to finish this island this time. And with that, guys, I'm going to thank you so much for watching this video. I want to thank all the people who've been subscribing while I took a little bit of a break at Christmas time. Like I said, I am wanting to ramp up the uploads again. I'm wanting to do 2 videos a week up until the UK school half term, and then hopefully I can get back up to 3 uploads a week, and then hopefully some live streams. I'm really looking forward to it. I love you guys so much. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to potentially get out of the burnout that you've been experiencing, because I have. And you know, remember to like, comment and subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.